So I think it's time to trim the beard. I think it's getting a little big, but I keep getting compliments every other day by random people. They're just like, hey, man, nice beard. And I'm like, I think it's just getting a little out of control at this point.
I mean, I think it looks good. I think, and it's January, February.
Well,
it's
yeah,
going to be colder season, so
you
maybe keep it a little bit burly.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And then, grow it back when we go to the playoffs.
Okay, when we go to the playoffs.
I mean, maybe March, kind of trim
That's
it
when
up.
they'll
and
do
then,
it, right?
Normally what I do by tradition anyway is I do trim it down right before the NHL playoffs because I know I'm not going to trim throughout the whole time.
And those that don't have beards that are playing hockey for the Lightning or whatever, that's when they start growing them, right?
Absolutely. Yep. It's the playoff tradition. Guys, this is They Call Us the Breeze. That's Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra, live from the Tiger Cage. Wow. This is episode 78, and there's only one way to do it, so let's get to it.
Let's
go. Hey guys, welcome to another edition of They Call Us the Breeze. That's Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra, live from the Tiger Cage. Every Thursday night, generally 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We are hooking it up a little early tonight by 1 hour. Starting right here, I think what's the timestamp here? We got 5:49 at the moment. So, so we're hanging out. We're all having a good time. I'm feeling good today.
Yeah.
I had a good week, I mean, we did have a couple disappointments, a major disappointment, which we're going to talk about tonight. Actually, we're going to give you a kind of an update and just talk about Tampa Bay sports in general tonight. We do have another edition of Mike Wants to Be a Bre'llionaire, so that's going to be fun. Always fun. Every 3 episodes we do it. This one might be harder still, Dad. But I think if you if you really focus on the questions tonight and really think about the answers provided, you should be able to nail it every time. Wally, good friend of the show, he wanted to call in and ask us some advice tonight, and we're always here for our friends of the show, so we're definitely going to make sure we adhere to that and get him on the phone, and it's going to be a good time. How you guys feeling? How was your week?
Good. Busy so far.
Yeah, you worked a little later than normal today.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Normally you work about till what?
9 in the morning.
9 in the morning. You work till 3:30 today.
Pulled a little OT there, huh?
Yeah, just hanging out.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right, Derry, okay.
Thank you for that.
Thank you. That's Mike's report. Okay, Ryan, what did you do?
This week was, pretty good. I actually
real riveting opening.
I got to tell you something though. I did the whole cable guy where you're in the shower and someone comes. Okay.
Oh no. Okay.
There was supposed to be a scheduled.
I know what you're talking about. I mean, I don't know what you're gonna say, but
inspection. Tuesday, I think, from 10 to 12, they're supposed to come out.
Are you repairing them? But you rent.
Yeah, so I rent. So
the
fence is kind of on the verge of kind of going down, but one more hurricane, this thing's going to be kaput. And so
they had to get somebody out, and
we had to get somebody out, and it was actually that day that I was at the doctor's. Coincidentally, so the doctors ran mad over, and I'm like, they're going to be out from 10 to 12. They never came out. I go, I don't know, maybe they came out. So they went away, and then Wednesday, I'm taking a shower at 10:15, and it's like ding dong, and I was like, you got to be kidding me.
Oh,
well, there's people that come by all the time because it's 9th Street, and they just either see the windows, and they're old windows, so they want to come repair the windows, and yada yada yada. So I'm sitting there, and I'm showering. I'm like, it was good, and then it was ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, and I was like, "What the fuck is going on, man?" And so I shower off, and I'm like 1 minute, and then dude's like, "Okay," and he's like, "Hey, I'm here for the fence," and I was like, "Okay,
awesome."
And he goes, "Sorry about that." He goes, "Your doorbell got stuck," and I was like, okay, because
I thought you were just aggressive. I thought you were
smashing this thing, and I was like,
aggressively smashing this doorbell, sir.
So then we get in the back of the fence, and then the back neighbor came out, and it was just this whole thing. I went from taking a hot shower to
I tell you what, it's got to be more jarring than a hot shower going cold. Is just being in the shower home alone and hearing that aggressive doorbell. I mean, okay, there is nothing I can do about that right now, sir. Yeah. My balls are still covered in soap, so you're gonna have to give me 3 to 5. Let me finish this Whitney Houston song, and I'm out of here.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I was listening to Beethoven. It was his Fifth Symphony.
Beethoven? Beethoven's Fifth? That's what you do when you shower?
Actually, that's kind of how I wake up in the morning, is a lot of classical music.
Sometimes I will sometimes, if I'm listening to talk radio and it's really, really something I'm interested in, I'll bring the speaker in with me. Or if I'm just having like one of those like hot boy days and I'm just like really like, I'm having a great day, then I'll bring in some music while I shower. But normally it's just kind of the silence.
Or are you crying?
Yeah, or me crying. I mean, it's a lot of crying, yeah. But yeah, a lot of great stuff tonight. We're going to do a lightning update. But first, let's talk about it. The elephant in the room. This is the Thursday after the Sunday where the Bucs played their first round and,
also
last
a little
round
breaking news
of the Cowboys game. That was,
Well, if you're Mattress Mac, you like it.
I tell you,
you know what I mean?
I'll tell you what, the best part, as sad as the game was, Brett Maher, that was just fun to watch. You just kept going, there's no way he's going to miss this one. And then he'd miss another one. That's, by the way, if you're not familiar, if you didn't watch the Bucs playoffs game, Brett Maher is the kicker for the Dallas Cowboys. Literally 4 touchdowns in a row, he misses the extra point. And,
that is unbelievable. So
do you get fired for that? Is that like automatic fire?
He had the yips. That's just so unbelievable that
the fourth
it's
time he's just staring at the goalpost with this look in his face, like he just like everything just left his body. And you gotta feel bad for the guy.
And it absolutely did.
The over-under was 50.5, and it finished at 50.0 because those 4 missed extra points.
Oh, yeah.
And they're like, everything I'm reading on, throughout the week, and they're like, point shaving.
Oh, it was 4.5 was like the over-under? What'd you say?
Well, like 50.
So they're accusing
50
him
and a
of
half points or 50 whatever.
Yeah.
You think he got paid off to miss all 4 of those?
No, I doubt it. Because he's the most accurate kicker in the league, really.
Also, can I play
he was
a little...
50 for 53 through the season.
Yeah, something like that. Ridiculous, right?
Can I play a little...
4 extra points in a row.
He missed more in one game.
Because I would have set an NFL world record.
He missed more this game than he has.
You accomplished that?
He missed one more this game than he has all season collectively. That's terrible, dude. I would feel so bad.
So let me ask a question, okay?
Okay. All right, fair question.
Jerry Jones says there's no way he's out of a job. You look at his record, he's kicked more than he's missed.
Just have the yips. All right, Ryan.
So one, you missed the first one. Get that. Second one, get that. That sucks. The third one, you're like, that's unbelievable. Now the fourth one, do you go ahead and just miss it on purpose? That way you can totally blame it on an anomaly.
Yeah, just be like, yo,
like
this
that,
is gonna rock the sports world.
That,
you're a conspiracy theorist.
I mean, I would.
I think he just had a bad day.
Yeah, Ryan's over here spending all his time coming up with conspiracy theories about NFL kickers.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he had the time to do it.
I mean,
what was the Bucs doing, man?
He had the time, he had the motivation, and he had the means.
Well, I didn't even see too much of the game.
That's your suspect right there.
I don't think. To do the last one.
I mean, Murder Podcast will teach you that he had the time, he had the motivation, and he had the means to do it.
Yeah, I mean, he was up by a lot of points.
That's your suspect right there.
They're up by a lot of points.
I'll tell you.
Well, you're gonna have to take it up with Caesar's Palace, MGM, and what's the other big one out there? But
yeah, DraftKings. Yeah. Oh, I'll tell you what.
No. I'm talking about sports books out.
Mirage.
I'll tell you right now.
Whoever books all the sports books.
In my new quest to collect all the kickers' jerseys, apparently, I got his jersey for about $15 on Amazon yesterday. So.
Did you get it?
Yeah.
You ordered it?
Yeah.
Who?
Brett Maher. Yeah. It was like $15 super sale. Yeah, so I got his jersey.
We need to get you.
I'm kidding. I'm joking.
I was about to say we need to get you a Finkel jersey.
It's a joke, right? Because that would be cool. I need a Ray Finkel jersey. If I'm gonna have was Ray Finkel's number 3 as well?
Yeah, it was.
It was, wasn't it?
Is he a hockey player or football?
No, from Ace Ventura, Ray Finkel, the kicker for the Dolphins that goes insane and then ends up turning into the woman. Spoiler alert, ends up turning into the woman detective. If you haven't seen Ace Ventura, spoiler alert.
I did, but I can't remember that part.
Great movie.
Well, I'm more towards the audience.
All I can remember is
no,
him
so
getting
the whole
spit
movie,
out of the
the whole
ass end
movie
of a
was
hippo.
them. The whole movie was them trying to figure out who stole Dolphin,
Right.
Snowflake
Right.
the dolphin, and they narrowed it down to the one guy they couldn't find, which was the kicker who.
Oh yeah,
said he missed the winning kick because the laces were in.
Yes.
And all that shit and blah,
Laces
blah, blah.
out, Dan.
So that was the imaginary kicker that was part of that season, and Dan Marino was on that season, and blah blah blah, and then the man had since become a woman in disguise, for whatever, and
embarrassment.
Yeah, so that's Ace Ventura. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
Okay, guys. Well, let's take some bets here. Where's Brady going?
Let's go ahead and wrap it right back.
Fox Sports.
I mean, they're going to try to figure out what they can do to keep him here, and already Byron. That's one of the things.
Now, why would he not go to Fox Sports? He's already got the deal signed.
Yeah, just stop. Well, so that's your bet. He's going to go to the Fox Sports immediately. Ryan, what do you think?
Mayo.
Let's just put 5 in the kitty, and whoever's gets it right. Yeah, and if we don't,
he's got $35 million a year for what? 10 years, $350 million was the deal. So why not,
ladies and gentlemen?
He said initially it was supposed to happen after this year.
Yeah.
So I think he looks back and said, "Okay, I'm getting a little old."
Well, absolutely.
You got to realize sooner or later.
Yeah, he needs. To hang
Pete
it up.
Rose realized soon when Pete Rose is about 45 that I'm getting kind of too old to play baseball.
45, yeah. Okay, so we're each putting $5 in. Ladies and gentlemen out there in listen land, you guys are our witness. We're each putting $5 into the kitty. If nobody gets it right, we each get our $5 back. But Dad says he's going to ESPN.
Well, he's done quarterbacking for a football team.
Yeah, but he's going to be a part of.
But he's got an ESPN contract, so why wouldn't he? I'm Fox.
No,
why wouldn't
we
he
got
do
that.
it?
We got that. Ryan, what do you think?
I don't think he's done playing.
Where do you think? Do you think he's going to stay, or where do you think he's going to go? You got a name?
I think he's going to I think Mayo brought up a good point. I think he might go to Miami. Is what Mayo was thinking, and he's like, it makes sense. It's a good team.
What do you want to put your money on?
I don't know. My money, I would.
2 years ago, yes.
I mean, I think he's just doing the Florida loop.
No.
But
why? Because he's got a house down there.
I would say just stay with Tampa. No, I mean he knows his chemistry. I think he's going to stay.
You want to put $5 on Tampa?
I think he's going to be bright enough to realize he.
No, he's not gonna. Okay. He's not gonna leave like that. He knows what went wrong.
We're not gonna get too hung up on this. Dad says ESPN. Ryan says Tampa, and I say 49ers.
I say he realizes what he just.
Why 49ers?
I mean,
they definitely would like to have him, I guess, probably, and he's from there. I was gonna go Vegas. They're looking into him as well, and
who's that?
Vegas.
Looking into who?
Brady.
Oh yeah. Well, here's the thing, man.
No, I said I didn't want to spend too much time on this.
But here's the thing. I don't know because I mean everybody thinks Tom Brady is like it ain't. Obviously, if we'd had the same offensive line we had in 2020 and they were just as healthy, which we don't, even with
O-line is trash.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. That line, even if he throws the ball, they always say he has the quickest release of throwing the ball. Well, now it's purposeful that he's got to because he's going to get hit. He can't. And that's why we're throwing all the passes under the coverage, trying to.
Right.
He
been a bad season.
He doesn't want.
Everyone who's watched knows it's been a bad season.
He ain't going to take a big hit anymore.
No, he's too old for that. And that's the thing is like at that point, if you're not willing to be a little squirrely,
and if he ain't fast enough to get away from
trick
him,
play that didn't go well.
If you can't fake him out and get away from him.
So those are our predictions. Our $5 are in the pot, ladies and gentlemen. That is the rest of the Tom Brady discussion for the night.
Give me your money.
Yeah, that's
give me your money, boys.
Before we go though, lightning update. Quick lightning update.
Lightning update, mate.
So we played 43 games. Yeah.
Yeah.
So typical seasons, about 82.
Sure.
82.
Yeah.
82 total.
Yeah, so we're at about 43 games. We won the one last night against the Vancouver Canucks there that didn't start till 10 o'clock, dude. And I
know. I was getting those updates from you, and I was like, this is interesting.
I was kind of getting tired watching it. I was like, oh, man, it's getting a little late here. But great game. And we had to win one of the next two to be tied with the Toronto Maple Leafs. And they're actually, of course, they're doing good again, but, they'll choke in the first round like they always do. But obviously Boston's still way ahead. But we're basically, so technically before we won our game last night, the day before, we were at 8th in the league. Now, for those of you out there in listener land that don't really understand how this works, there are 32 teams in the league. So 8th, we're in the top quarter. We're at the bottom of the top quarter. Now, you can't really judge teams on how they're winning unless you do some division, which I do every once in a while, to figure out exactly where they stand, because a lot of teams are like 2 or 3 games ahead of us, and they might only be 2 points ahead of us, which means we have 2 or 3 games to win one game, and then we're tied with them, and if we win another game, so it's kind of hard to tell exactly where everybody sits.
Yeah, it's not like baseball or football.
Because some people are like well advanced in games over the other people, and it's just kind of chaos. But we are looking basically like if we win this game tonight at 9 p.m., we are going to probably be about fourth place or tied for fourth over the entire league. So that's a pretty good feeling. Hey, like I said, we are more than halfway through the season, which means approximately at the rate of play, pending no breaks or nothing happens, you got about 11 and a half, maybe 12 weeks tops until playoffs start. I know the NFL is over for us, but give us about 11, 12 weeks.
Here's what we need to do in the Tiger
now
cage.
Stammers has his
take this
500th.
Take this poster down now.
Yeah.
And then have a like that Alro calendar over there. Have a chart of all the the NHL brackets teams, not for this playoffs or nothing, just in general,
just
all
season.
The divisions. Like I know in football because I don't know who plays who.
Yeah, no, yeah.
You know what I mean? I have no idea. I know football only because in
all
baseball.
I'm saying is that it looks like we're definitely going to be in the contention for being in the playoffs this year. We probably definitely have that. Like I said, I mean, I've been watching it the entire season, and teams have kind of stayed in their lanes. No team is taking.
We're still going to probably
spike.
make the playoffs, right?
And we had a first couple rough weeks, but
but
we'll be in the playoffs again. So out there, I know you guys are bummed that the Bucs lost, but if you're hockey fans and if you're fans of the Lightning and you just don't really care to watch the regular season, I'm telling you, check it out now. I mean, you get to see these new kids start to gel every day. Like it was fun to watch. The new Nemenstikov, Perbix, all these new guys kind of joining in. I mean, Hagel's still kind of new.
Well, look back to the day
Fleury we have now, and you get to watch these kids kind of gel with our existing team, and it takes a little while sometimes. And as the wins start going on, and you're on a 5-win streak, and every game you're at least 3 points up on the other team. I mean, you start to watch a team just really collect themselves.
Well, then you get to see the power of a great team, because it's like now these kids get equity in their lives. It's like you come play for us for a couple of years, and now you get so much more out of your contract, and now you can I mean, that's the great thing about being a hockey town for the past 10 years is if you're going to Tampa, you're going to get some equity out of you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the beauty.
It's a prestigious club.
It's a prestigious club. It really kind of is.
They're winners, and they always seem to find a young, be able to form a young line. They're able to find like the triplets, 5-6 years ago or something.
They're very good at finding
a guy.
Talking
about? Those were
Tyler Johnson.
The first one one of them had an attitude at first, right?
They're very good at finding a specific guy that might not fit in anywhere else in the league and being like, that's exactly the piece we need to. They play it like a game of what was that called? War or no, not war.
Risk.
They play like a game of they just know exactly what they need to develop their team as a whole. They're not looking for hot shots and superstars. But speaking of hot shots and superstars, we definitely got to give it up. Mr. Steven Stamkos hit his 1,000th point about a month ago, maybe, and then last night in the game against the Vancouver Canucks in Vancouver. He hit his 500th goal. And he hit
trick.
501, and he hit 502 on an empty netter, got himself a little hattie. And there are only 8 players in history that have done that. And, I mean, I sent Ryan the name of the list. I mean, Lemieux, Messier, Hull, fucking, who else was it?
Hit their 500th, and then the next 2.
Yeah, I mean, there was Matt
Sundin in the night that they hit their 500.
Bellevue, you said, or something.
Yeah, there was only 8 people, and he was at that list. Gretzky was on there. I mean, just 8 people.
Sure.
Yeah. I mean, so, like, and I was just like, fuck yeah,
well,
man.
And I texted him back. I was like, way to represent Tampa Bay.
Bobby Orr?
Way to represent Tampa Bay. I mean, that's
yeah, no,
kind of
it's
unbelievable.
Huge. It's huge. So big shout out to you, Stammers. We love you. Happy 500th, man. And like I said, guys, if you're sad, that if you're a Tampa Bay sports fan, and maybe last year when we were in the Cup playoffs and the year before, and you kind of sign on, we appreciate you. You know, I've changed my tune a little bit since last year. I still appreciate you, but I'm giving you your announcement now. You're basically halfway through the season. You got about 11 weeks, 12 weeks. We're doing well. We're progressing, and you can watch the progress. Just check out a game or two while you're hanging out, drinking, scrolling on your iPhone anyway, and you might be surprised on how these boys are doing. And ride with me and Ryan and Dad all the way into the playoffs.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, guys. This is They Call Us the Breeze, episode 78. We'll be right back with Celebrity Birthdays. Dad's only down 11 points, man. Still chipping away at that lead. You have won, basically, the last 3 birthdays, points-wise. You've just been chipping away at a 20-point deficit. You're now at an 11-point deficit. I tell you, man, I'm proud of you. And we got some good birthdays for you tonight. So, Dad, what do you say, man? We'll see you in a minute. All right.
Catch ya.
Gotta practice my chipping.
There you go. Chip. All right, we'll see you guys. Bye-bye.
I'll dance for Adam. Remember when he was doing
And we don't talk during the music, because that's just not what we do.
Dive as fuck.
Blow the lid off the joint.
Yeah, guys, we out here. Episode 78 of They Call Us the Breeze. That's Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra, live in the Tiger Cage. Generally, every Thursday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you can find us on YouTube, but we're experimenting with new hours right now. We went an hour earlier tonight. I would say maybe an hour and 10 or 50 minutes earlier, but we did 2:30 last week. That felt real good.
And we're going to roll it back. Going forward,
I think the 2:30
2:30
felt real good to me, because we got in here around 12:30. We started doing show prep. We had a couple beers, but it wasn't like we were all like ready for our naps. We'd all been up since 9 a.m. or Dad's case 6 a.m. 5 a.m. whatever. And so it was just like a nice prime hour for us. So out there in listener land, stay tuned for those of you that watch live, because we might be going to an earlier time. But if you just go to YouTube and go to Tiger Cage Media and subscribe, and then get make sure your phone has the alerts for YouTube, so that when a channel that you are subscribed to
goes
when
live.
They do go live, you get a little notification on your phone that pops down and says, hey, the Breeze are live now. And then you're just like, okay. And then generally, we're going to give you a 10 to 15 minute pre-window where the timer goes down, and you get to get your popcorn out, go take your wee or your duty, or go walk the dogs and get them to take their duty, or go skim the pool, or maybe go run around the corner real quick, grab that 24-pack.
Throw a nasty Yelp review up there.
You got about a 15-minute window to do all that stuff, so make sure you're out there doing that and subscribing. And then, of course, if you don't watch the video out there, if you're not a total pervert and you're an audiophile and you like to listen to us while you clean the house and do whatever, of course you can always get that every Monday wherever you get your podcast drip. And yeah, it's time for some celebrity birthdays. Like I said, Dad's about 11 points down. He is 11 points down, chipped away at that 20-point deficit. Oh, there went that quarter that we used to flip. What do you guys say? Let's get into it, huh? All right, let's go.
Get it.
Happy birthday. This is your birthday. It's your birthday.
Yay!
Happy fucking birthday.
There's no birthday party for you here.
All right, that is right, guys. It is Celebrity Birthday, episode 78. This one for this January 19th. First one up we have for you, Ryan, avert your eyes, pervert. She is definitely one of the queens of country. She participated a lot with Mr. Kenny Rogers and did a Christmas album with him in which our family plays pretty much every Christmas.
Dolly Parton.
It used to be a big thing about how big her personality was. Everyone talked about her because of her huge personality and how outstuck or how outgoing her personality was.
Yes,
and
outgoing.
Obtruding, I think is the word I want to use there. But a very happy birthday goes out to Miss Dolly Parton.
So do you want me to go first?
I don't remember who went first last time, honestly.
I don't know.
I forget too.
Do you want me to go?
Oh, I just dropped the coin off there. We can flip the guitar pick.
I say she's probably 82.
Dad's going to say
No.
82.
Yeah, maybe 80. I'm going to go with 80.
Dad's going 80.
79.
Ryan's going to get it because she is 77 today.
I knew she was up there. I read about her a lot.
Dolly, 77.
You know that, Mike.
I'll tell you what.
That's what I'm saying.
They said recently in a concert of hers, I probably said this already on the podcast, but it was just a photo, and they're like, Dolly's concert tonight. She had the best burn on stage. A fan, just some dude, four or five rows from the stage, yelled out, "Dolly, I love you," and she goes, "I love you too, but I told you to stay in the trunk." And just quick wit, with hecklers and fans.
In miracles. I believe in Christmas too.
Believe in Christmas too. Magic too. All right, here we go. Next birthday up for you. Okay. Still a babe. Getting up there in years. She did the voice of Leela, the one-eyed badass fighter chick on Futurama, the second cartoon that Matt Groening came out with.
I know that show, but
the Simpsons
I don't know
creator
who
came out with that one.
Is.
She's been in other things since her biggest role, but we would all recognize her as, and this always bothered me because Al Bundy, he never wanted her, but she was pretty hot back in that. I mean, she had the big obnoxious hair, and the reason she did that was because she didn't want to be typecast.
Al Bundy's wife?
But Peg Bundy, Miss Katie Sagal, how are you tonight? Very happy birthday goes out there.
I would say
she's up there. She is up there.
75.
Let's see. And that is very close one way or another. I'll go 76.
Ryan said 75. Dad said 76.
69, dudes!
She is 69, so Ryan's going to get that by underballing you. Yep, Katie Sagal. She's
running away with it.
69, yeah. Good, still good looking, man. I mean, Al was an idiot. He was, no, Peg. No, Peg. Oh, God, no, Peg. The whole series. And I was like, Peg's got a nice ass. She's got a nice rack. I'm sorry. Like, she's got huge cartoon hair.
Bill loved that.
But if you can get over that.
Freaking Bill loved that.
Oh, that show's awesome. Married with Children. All right. Third birthday we have up for you tonight. Dad's turn again. Mm-hmm. Bounce it back. All right. Everywhere you look, there's a place, a hand to hold on to. Everywhere you look, there's a heart and somebody who needs you. And when you're lost out there and you're all alone, there's kindness waiting to carry you home. Everywhere you look. Full House.
Oh, I was
Full
going to
House.
say Beach Boys?
Full House. Stephanie Tanner, Miss Jody Sweeten. Happy birthday goes out to Jody Sweeten. Became a big alcoholic, had this whole thing with addiction, and then like she's been clean for about 10 years. She's been on the road like telling her story and shit. But the middle daughter of Mr. Danny Tanner, Bob Saget, and his two brothers that just lived with him. What a bunch of bums. They just like, hey man, Danny, we need a place to crash, dude.
I mean,
Aunt Becky, whoa mama, or whatever. What did he used to say? Have mercy. That's what he used to say, Uncle Jesse. Yeah. But yeah, Jody Sweeten, the middle daughter, Stephanie Tanner. How old is she today, Dad?
57.
57.
42.
Ryan's one off, 41. Jody Sweeten, happy birthday. Oh, Ryan's 3 in a row.
Moving right along.
Moving right along. Okay.
You sound
all
like
right.
Kermit.
Well, that's kind of what he's going for there, Mike. Next birthday we have up for you is Sean Wayans. Happy birthday. Now, if some of you don't remember, his dad, Keenan Ivory Wayans, was on the Living Color back in the day in 94, I think, with Jim Carrey. And so he gave birth to 3 boys. Damon Wayans, you might know him as Mr. Payne, I think was the name, or Dr. Payne, or Mr. Payne. It was Major Payne. Oh, yeah, Major Payne. Yeah, that was it. And he also had 2 younger brothers, or younger kids, Damon and Marlon, or Sean and Marlon Wayans, and they were on the Wayans Brothers shows, and they're in the Scary Movie franchise, and they directed that. So happy birthday goes out to Mr. Sean Wayans. Thank you, Kermit. I appreciate that, buddy. Guys, Sean Wayans.
Thank you, Kermit. Wow.
So
who let him in here?
Sean, I don't know how he got. This house needs to be sealed for frogs and other creatures.
Louis let him in.
Yeah, we don't have the cat on duty. That's the problem there.
Exactly. Louis
Okay, so Sean Wayans, Ryan, you remember him from the scary movies?
Oh yes.
Not the crazy one. And don't be. Let's not forget. Don't be a menace to society while drinking your juice in the hood. Mm-hmm. One of the best movies of all time,
for sure.
He played the straight man brother, while the other one was all fucking Marlon Wayans. He's all boy, and all that shit.
I think he's man, he's
We're gonna
old.
need an answer from you
now.
real
I
quick.
think he's like 52.
He's gonna say 52. Dad's gonna say 53. One of you got the double bubble. Ryan got the double bubble.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness!
Sean Wayans is 52 today. Happy birthday, Sean.
Yeah, you busted my ass.
And thank you,
today.
Kermit.
That's fine.
Thank you. That's awesome. Okay, next birthday we have up for you, last and final birthday.
It's not over, baby.
It'll be Dad's turn. You can get a double bubble here, buddy.
Really?
You might make it a little easier. Don't want the double bubble to stick to the pan. Get yourself a nice big stick of butter.
Oh, Paul.
And you're going to rub it around all over. Just get the whole whole stick of butter. Just melt it in that pot right there.
That's right.
You want a lot of mayo.
Egg or something.
Mayonnaise is a good way. It's better than cooking oil. It's like fat, basically. And you're just going to spread that whole jar of mayonnaise over that one chicken fillet. And just get it nice and lubed up here. Happy birthday goes out to Miss Paula Dane. I chose the photo from her apology about the racist remarks. It's her basically almost in tears. I just thought that was a funny photo, so that's the photo I have on the YouTube show. Anyway, Miss Paula Dean, Dad, what do you say? Big stick of butter.
67.
67.
Oh man, I think she's like 64.
Dad's right, but if he only would have inverted it, she is 76 today.
I thought so, but I didn't want to go. I've been missing by much.
Dang, there goes my sweet.
Yay! Happy fucking birthday!
Wait a minute, there's no birthday party for you here.
That is right, guys.
All I need,
Man.
All I need are some tasty waves, a cool buzz, and I'm fine.
Thanks, Mike. I really wanted a sip of my beer, and I was like, I got to come back in, and Dad was like, let me hit that soundboard real quick. I
just couldn't reach it.
Yep.
People.
That's the point of having sons. I am the extension of you. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So you gave me the cue, and I did it. Guys, I'll tell you.
What?
Those of you out there, I know, you guys are sick of hearing it, but, this show serves as somewhat of a time capsule. Am I wrong? We get to kind of talk about, major accomplishments in our lives and get to hear each other's voices long after we're all dead. We're
journaling.
I pray to God that you have every bit of this on tape from.
Oh, we do.
From here back to the beginning.
Oh, and it can and will be held against you in a court of law.
That's fine.
You know what?
I ain't broke the law.
You have the right to an attorney. If
but
you cannot afford an attorney, one will be provided for you.
Eventually, when the three of us all die and whatever, and somebody be like, oh, yeah, those idiots.
Yep.
No.
It's like, oh, you ought to listen to them.
It's their footprint. Well, Ryan, you're trying so desperately to say something.
No, I mean, we're good. Keep
going.
No,
I want to hear it.
Now it's done.
I want to hear.
No.
I mean, Dad crushed it, not me. Don't be mad at me.
I'm not crushing anything.
Yeah.
If anything, I'm going to be crushing. It's you later, brother.
Hey, brother, when I get on the top ropes. Anyway, yeah, so time capsule, right? Well, I think I might have finally landed a house. ladies and gentlemen. I know I've mentioned it a couple times on the podcast. We finally got through an inspection that we were happy with. This has been a 4 or 5 month process right now. I have heard from people that have bought houses in the past, and I know today's market's a little crazier than normal, and you gotta find a good deal when you get one and hop on it. But I've heard from people say, Jesus, man, the stuff that you've gone through that I've heard, and I could probably write a fucking book about like everything they're like, I went through like a 16th of that heartache when I bought my house, and I thought I was pulling my hair out. So it's been a long time coming, and finally I've gotten to a point where the inspection's gone well, everything's good. We're waiting on the appraisal tomorrow, and then once the appraisal comes back good, which it will, we are in that house, man. And it's just a very good feeling.
We're hanging guitars.
And I'll tell you, it's weird because like looking for a house and all that, it's very stressful and everything. And then putting an offer in, which I've done plenty of times, that could be found in my book coming soon, I guess. Kidding. But anyway, yeah, all the bullshit, you finally get to a point like this, and then you're like, oh, thank God. And you have one day where you breathe. And then the next day you have 5 different emails from 5 different people, 3 of them requesting money in sums of hundreds of dollars. And then you've got to call this person and schedule this, and you've got to call this person and schedule this, and this has to be done by this day, and this has to be, and then it literally has been enough to just make me like, after everything, you're just like, oh man, but we're here, you know what I mean? But you're just like, Jesus, this is so much. Like, I've been up every day, 8:30, 9 o'clock. I know that sounds crazy, but I mean, I get home from work at 9 o'clock, 9:30, so you get home at 9:30, you're lucky to be asleep.
You gotta have some time to just
unwind
and you've
and
been
do
watching
your
those
thing.
DUI videos, so those have been keeping you up late.
So it's just been like crazy hectic.
I totally get it, man.
But Dad, I gotta admit to you something here, something a little dirty. So, Ryan's, you're my best friend, bud, and
Whoa, what the hell are you about to tell him?
And
not about that one time.
It just seemed fitting that today maybe we went and celebrated, because I know you guys have driven past the house, but Ryan hasn't seen it. And I said, you know what? Why don't you meet me at that little bar that's right around the corner, walking distance from my new house?
And that which way? Wow, I'll figure it out.
Yeah. It's literally 2 blocks and then down my street.
It's right out 50.
It was a closer walk, Dad, than going from my apartment to Steve's Tavern or Blue Goose, where we've walked before.
What's the name of the bar? Is it a pretty
I'm not going to give up my location.
I mean, is it a decent place?
It's so we're going to get into that. So I told Ryan, meet me there at 2 o'clock. We're going to have a band meeting. Dad's at work till 3:30. We get all the way here. I don't have my power cable, so we don't even crack a beer when we get here. We literally hop in the car, and Ryan, thank you for joining me, but we ride all the way back downtown to my house because I forget the Mac power cable. I've always said I was going to do that one of these days, and I definitely did it today.
Is that what?
Did you think that we got? Did you think
the main fat white cable that comes out of it. Yeah. So
you haven't done that, and that's been like over a year and a half.
Every episode, Dad, I've said to myself, like, don't forget the power cable. Don't forget the power cable.
So far, you haven't.
Did you think that we got
under the table? You know what I mean?
Hey,
so
Southwest Airlines had trouble with their software program.
So anyway,
everybody has faults.
We got to get to break in like 3 minutes, and we have a little bit of a story to tell. So Ryan and I have a meeting at 2 p.m. We're going to have a little band meeting. Dad's going to be home around 3:30, 4 o'clock. We have the band meeting. We actually get here at 3:30, and Dad's not here yet. I realized I didn't have the power cable. We rush home to grab the power cable. We come back, and so we hadn't even cracked into the beers that we brought over to the house. We literally just dropped everything and just went. But we went to the bar, and I said, well, let's just go to the bar and check it out, and we'll have a beer and a shot, and we'll hang out and do our little meeting, and then talk to Dad about whatever we got going on. And then it was a great bar. They had buckets of Bud, five for $11.
Where was this?
Can't tell you.
The bar, right?
But we'll tell you
house.
off air.
Oh,
the bar that's walking distance to my house. So
your house,
yeah, my new house. Yes, buckets of Bud for $11. Shots of Jack for $6. Wednesday
music.
Wednesday all day special. $1.75 Bush Lights, which I'd assume Bush Heavies are in there. In the cooler, Dad, Ryan already had us set up with a bucket when I walked in. I was like, "You son
they
of
were
a bitch."
Beautiful, man. They came up and they came in and they go. my name's this. What's your name?
What's
I
it
go,
look
it's
like?
Ryan. And they
Is
go,
it like
okay.
a
And they're like,
old-time tavern, or
they're like, what?
You'll
do
see
you
it
mind if
eventually.
we start a tab? I go, yeah, no, absolutely. And they go, do you want to start a bucket? I go, yeah, that's probably the best idea. My brother's
like the,
coming up here in a minute. And then they came up, and then they're like, hi. And then they're like, my name's blah, blah, blah. And they're like, you are? And he's like, Jeremy. And they're like, well, he's like, I just bought a place around here. And they're like, oh, you just moved into the neighborhood, just kind of scoping it.
I was like,
so
I'm 2 blocks away, and
yeah,
I could
so
probably
now
be.
we're
kind of like the pub?
it's a sweet.
It's a sweet spot. It's a
sweet
nice
spot.
place, and they do karaoke. I guess they have a pool table.
They have darts. They have a ton of TVs.
The best part. I mean, obviously, we're there at like 2:00, so you really don't have those. Well, listen. So you have like those old guy regulars, all hanging out. At one point, I remember hearing several different people. She was just like, "Hey Bailey, you want another Jack? Hey George, you want another Jack? Hey so and so, you want another Jack? Hey so and so, you want another Jack?" And everybody was drinking Bud bottles around the entire bar.
It was just Budweiser and Jack Daniels.
And guess what?
Everybody.
Guess what we drink whenever we go into the bar?
Budweiser
and Jack Daniels.
So
and
you
can smoke in there. And they have food. They serve food, and the food looked really good,
like Philly cheese. So in a weird way, it's
They had,
almost
like,
like
one of those-
heaven. It's
they
like
had one of
you
those
die and go
electronic-
to heaven.
They had one of those electric banner sign things that changed ads. That's about the size of that door almost on the wall, and it just like had different it had a hockey schedule that popped up, which I like to see that. But the best part, Dad, the best part is in the fridge. Even though Ryan already had us set up with the bucket of buds, in the fridge they have Tall Boys of Rolling Rock, they have Tall Boys of PBR, they got short normal cans of Busch in there. Like who carries 12-ounce cans of Busch?
I only seen the little teeny tiny 8-ounce cans of Budweiser.
This bar literally carries 12-ounce cans of Busch, which is what I drink at home.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I could see
and
that.
They can't be more than $1.
They're busting down their 12 packs.
They can't be more than $1.25. You know what I mean?
They're busting down packs.
I'm saying we found a new bar, and Ryan was saying earlier the
Hey,
entire soundtrack.
If you owned a bar, you cut up stuff and you.
Yes. I mean, we know how the economy works, and I'm sure people. Let's get into that next segment. Yes,
right,
or do a whole episode. Yeah,
Business 101.
We'll call
Business
Ted Bell, and we'll
ethics.
have him
Ted
explain
Bell.
it to us. Yeah, but yeah, and the best part was Ryan's like halfway through. He's like, "You notice this? Literally, like 70% of this soundtrack that we've been in here is just songs that Moonflag plays." And I
Oh,
was
it
like,
just sounds
yeah.
like Moonflag. It's like we're just
Where?
listening to.
Where?
At
You
the
can't
bar.
say.
Yeah.
At the bar.
We can't tell you.
We can't tell you. We don't want
On
to. We don't want to
air.
blow it up, dude. It's a small little bar that you could smoke in.
Yeah, like
That's
we're
good.
gonna blow
It's actually
it up.
good size, and and friendly bartenders. One of them was very friendly up top, and it was nice.
Heyo,
Heyo.
Ron. Hello, Ron. Hello.
All right, let's
I
get
like
out of here,
scotch.
guys. Let's take a quick little halftime break.
Okay.
I stepped over the line. I apologize. We're gonna get right back here with Mike Wants to Be a Bre'llionaire, so don't go anywhere, guys. Dad, what do you say?
Hey, let's avoid lawyers.
Hey, we're the monkeys. Let's avoid lawyers. All right,
Let's do it. Ho,
bye,
ho.
guys. We'll see you.
Get drunk! Yeah! We're doing all right!
Well, hey guys, welcome back to episode 78 of They Call Us the Breeze. That is Bravo Romeo Echo Sierra live from the Tiger Cage. Wow. God, 78, man. We are getting up there, dude. That's 78 weeks, and that's like I say all the time, 8 to 10 weeks of like pre-prod, like where we
You
did.
put 10 in front of that. We've been around a while.
Probably, yeah. We've been around at least 86, I would say.
Well, yeah, 86 us.
Yeah.
Quickly.
80, yeah. But yeah, man, I'll tell you, it's been fun. But that's neither here nor there. The audience, they come here for one reason every 3 episodes. Every 3 episodes, we like to do a little thing called Mike Wants to Bre'llionaire, and Mike Wants to Be a Bre'llionaire. Yep.
I mean, well, you
Yep,
can
there they
use
are.
it as a
That's
verb.
easy
You
for
can
you to
use it
say.
as an adjective.
Yeah, so it's time, ladies and gentlemen, for Mike Wants to Be a Bre'llionaire. Mike, how you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good right
All
here.
right,
I think I
let's
did.
get to it. You feeling good tonight?
I've got an answer for every one of your questions.
Now, these questions are harder still, Mike.
I've got some hard answers.
Some hard answers.
questionable ones, maybe. But
You always left me satisfied and smiling. Ugh.
Thanks, Jim. All right, guys, it is time once again for America's favorite game show. Mike wants to be a Bre'llionaire. And again, here are how the rules work. We will have 10 questions for you, Dad. Mike, Dad, Dad, Mike, Mike, Dad, 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 Mike, Mike, Dad. We will have 10.
That was yesterday. So it'd be Dad today, right?
We will have 10 questions for you. Each question is worth $100,000. And we're going to see if you can get your ass up to $1 million. I don't know what you guys are laughing about. I'm going to cut each of your balls off one by one. But not like one by one. I'm going to do one ball from you, Mike. Then I'm going to move over to Ryan, do one ball from you, then move my way back over to Mike.
Did that hurt as bad as you thought it did? Yes.
What about now?
Balls in your court. Go ahead, Remy.
Our
balls are in your court. Go ahead,
That
Remy.
does sound good.
Bud, what's your problem?
All right, guys, it is time to get into it. Anyway, sorry. All right, guys. Question number one.
You're out in left field, dude.
You're out of left field. This whole damn court's out of order. You're out of order. He's out of order. This whole damn court's out of order. First question we have up for you on Bre'llionaire tonight, Mike. Here we go.
Jeremy, you get out of
What
bounds.
What element does the chemical symbol AU stand for?
Auburn? No, I'm just kidding.
Is it A?
He's gonna definitely nail this one.
A, salt. B, magnesium. C, kryptonite. Or D, gold. What does the element?
Gold. D.
You're gonna go with gold, Mike?
AU. Yep.
He's gonna get it, ladies and gentlemen.
You just see it.
Somebody knows this periodic table.
Yep, it's all about the periodic table, dude.
I
periodically would look at
I really have
And periodically, I'm in zone with
the only reason I know is because it was right next to the clock. You know what I mean? On the wall in the classroom. So you'd be checking out the clock anyway. And you might glance over when you get tired of watching the tick, tick.
I would be so fucked if someone asked me.
You go
life
look
or
at
death.
the clock
Dad
and I
got
look
it.
at the Tampa Bay Lightning.
Dad got
sign.
it.
I know potassium.
And we're gonna get on our programmers.
Well, I knew magnesium was wrong.
Yeah, and salt and kryptonite.
Yeah, salt for sure.
All right, next question we have up for you. Here we go. Second question. Which fast food restaurant has the largest number of locations in the world? Is it A, Jack in the Box? B, Chipotle? C, Subway? Or D,
C.
Burger King? You're going to go with C right
C.
off the bat? He's going to get it, ladies and gentlemen. Subway.
Just read it 2 days ago.
Yeah,
Because
Dude,
they're selling
everywhere.
it. They are selling
Like
it.
there's more over in
It's
other
the cheapest
countries,
franchise
I think,
to
right?
franchise. First off,
Cold meats, yeah.
So there's
No
only
fryers,
the one. Yeah,
no-
there's only the one owner still out of the original owners. I just read this. Did you not read it like 2 days ago?
Well, they've been a number
so
one for
he's
a long
selling
time, I
his
think.
share, and his heirs are all going to be worth billions of dollars. And I'm guessing he's older than I am, and his
Probably.
heirs are your age, and up a little bit maybe. Or,
either way, you got it. man. Hell yeah, Subway.
I just read
I mean,
it.
if you think about it, like even in the weirdest parts of towns, there's always like a Subway cut into a corner of a building, like everywhere
Or
you go.
gas
I think they
stations.
said they started
Gas
in like
stations.
Gas stations.
1970 before I graduated high school, and I never heard of them.
Yeah. I mean,
Food I court- graduated in
Blimpie used to be the old one.
Food
That was the
courts
big
and
one.
malls.
yeah.
Food courts
Blimpie
and malls.
was
It's
the
always
70s.
Subways.
That was a copy of.
God, they're
All right, well, here we go.
Right?
Next question we have for you.
Jeez, is there a book on
You
that?
have $200,000. We're going for the third question. Here we go. What is the heaviest organ in the human body? Is it A, the brain? B, the liver? C, the skin? Or D, the heart?
What's the answers again? This is the fourth time we've had this question, and
He
I've
always
missed
says
it
that.
every time.
It is not.
I
And
did.
it's always the fourth, man.
No, we've had other questions that have had these same
Oh,
answers.
okay. Go ahead.
What is the heaviest organ in the human body? Is it the
Organ.
brain, the liver, the skin, or the heart? And now, Mike, if you think about these questions, even though you might not know the answers, just think about the question.
Well, I guessed skin last time and it was wrong.
Well, yeah.
No, that's the largest. Skin's the largest. It covers the most surface area.
Yeah, and I don't think that's
the heaviest organ.
Is
now, how many
organ?
lifeline? What question is this?
This is the third question.
Oof.
Brain, liver, or heart? If you're gonna rule out skin.
I don't know how big the liver is.
Hardly even knew her.
Liver alone.
Damn it, Michael.
Exactly. Let's go with 50-50.
50-50? All right. It's either the brain or the liver.
I know. I knew it.
I know
Walk
the heart
away.
does a lot of work.
Well, liver does a lot of work, and it might be the toughest
the brain,
muscle. It might be
nothing
the
works
toughest
without
muscle.
the brain, so let's just go with the brain.
You're going to go with the brain?
I'm just going to go with the brain, man.
Final answer?
He doesn't have a better one.
And it's not up to me. It's up to your counsel.
I'm sorry.
I knew livers can expand and stuff.
If you
well, that doesn't mean it's
poison them with
wow,
alcohol and stuff.
Very, very, very disappointing. Mike falls out after.
Wow, can I get an
I didn't call Larry.
No, yeah,
What
Ryan.
would Larry have
Ryan
said?
has to assume. If you don't even get to the third question, Ryan has to assume the throne. All right, Ryan.
I gotta go.
Jesus, here we go.
Do you know what Larry would have said? Yeah, because you know the answer.
Here we go. Next one. No, he never knows the answers. He's just as clueless as you are. He just gets to see it on the computer.
You are Larry.
What sport has been played on the moon? Football, soccer, golf, or bowling?
No, I mean,
Dad, you can chime in. I mean, it's
fictitiously,
No, you can't.
fictitiously for the Tiger Woods commercial, he did hit
You
it
like
off the
Joel.
moon, but he.
I'm doing like Joel.
All right, golf.
3.
Ryan gets it. Golf.
You know that.
All right, next one.
You know that.
What else? They wouldn't be bowling.
What is the most visited tourist attraction in the world? Eiffel Tower, Statue of Liberty, Great Wall of China, or the Colosseum?
Are you talking about calendar year?
The most visited tourist attraction in
Per
the
calendar
It
year?
doesn't matter. It's
Just
like
of all
what-
time, probably.
Of all time?
I mean,
Like,
I'm gonna
and
go.
still-
Okay, well,
continuously
okay, you got to
Statue of
consider
Liberty.
the oldest. Go
Well,
again.
I'm just saying, still continuously in the lead.
Okay.
Eiffel Tower, Statue of Liberty, Great Wall of China, Colosseum.
Statue of Liberty. No. Eiffel Tower because it's older.
Well, it's Eiffel Tower or statue.
Eiffel Tower is correct. All right, next question. What color dresses do Chinese women traditionally wear on their wedding day?
Is it red? What they?
no.
I see
Is it-
red and gold.
Is it blue? Is it gold? Is it white? Or is it red?
It's gold.
No. I say not. I say it's white or blue. One of those two. Because,
Oh, it's white.
Because we always see them in red and gold, so that wouldn't be so sacred, right? It's got to be the blue or
China.
Oh, it's
White.
red. It has to be red.
red-
No,
Oh, because it's a symbolism for the flag.
It is red. Because
It is
literally, that's China's national color is red.
well, that doesn't matter. I mean,
Well, it does to them. All right. Moving right along.
It's a good thing we don't. Wait.
that's easy for you to say.
What is the name of the coffee shop in the sitcom Friends? Is
Central
it
Perk.
A, Central Perk.
Lock it
B,
in.
Java Perk. C, Central Park Coffee. Or D, Brewster's. Ryan says Central Perk, and Dad's
Yep.
just going to go with him because of how quick he got it. And Ryan's right on that one. All right.
And that
next
was
one
what,
we have
Friends?
up. That was Friends, yep. What is the highest...
Is that where they sit on the couch all the time?
Yeah, in the
Okay,
coffee shop.
Yeah.
What is the highest grossing video game franchise to date? Is it A, Mario, B, Pokemon, C, Call of Duty, or D, Street Fighter?
I'd have to say Call of Duty at this point.
It's either Call of
Are you
Duty
talking
or
about just a
Mario.
game and a disc that you buy? I mean,
It's Mario.
If you think about-
it's over. It's
Well,
longer. It's bigger of a franchise. Mario.
Well, think about this though. Back when it
I love
first
watching
came
you
out,
guys do this. This
back
is
when
great.
it first came out, it wasn't very expensive compared to what
Well, yeah.
Oh,
but
yeah.
today's times
sure.
are. You know what I mean?
I guess Call of Duty. Yeah, I mean,
I would say that's the most gross. It's like a grossing movie. The grossest.
but grossing.
Highest grossing video game franchise.
Oh yeah, and number wise, Call of Duty.
Yeah, now all four of these still have, well, minus Street Fighter. All three of these still have ongoing franchises, so you can't say like one stopped at one point.
No,
and both of you,
because you always see Mario Brothers.
Both of you,
it's
are
Pokemon.
Wrong. It is Pokemon, dude.
Are you kidding me?
Dude, fucking Pokemon is like miles bigger than anything that's ever existed. Like
Jim Pokemon.
Anything that's ever existed.
That's true.
Pokemon is bigger than
Are they
anything.
playing games on
The
that?
entire world
Think about Asia.
The entire world has been obsessed with Pokemon
Yeah,
since like
Pacific.
1994, 5.
That's true.
Like when they
Call
came out
of
with
Duty
their first,
came around like early 2000s.
they came out with their first cartridge.
It's like
their first cartridge was
the
on
little
Game
baseball
Boy.
games, Nintendo baseball games or whatever.
Basically.
Pokemon's
Okay,
a
here
game,
we go.
right?
Here we go. On average, how many seeds are located on the outside of a strawberry?
God.
On the average strawberry, how many seeds do you see there? Do you see 50? Do you see 200? Do you see 400? Or do you see 500?
500.
400.
Both wrong again. We're going to do 200 is the average. I mean, strawberry, about 100 per side. I mean, it's about that
200?
Think about it. Strawberry's about that big.
That's a finger.
You know?
Take it off.
Yep. So, lose another finger, both of you.
Hi.
I can't even now.
I think this is the
ain't
last
gonna be
question.
able to play the banjo
yeah,
no
this
more.
is definitely the last question. Okay, what 90s boy band member bought MySpace in 2011?
That's a disgrace.
Was it A, Nick Lachey? Was it B, Justin Timberlake? Was it C, Sean Stockman? Don't know him.
Don't know.
Or was it D, AJ McLean? Now, Nick Lachey was 98 Degrees. Justin Timberlake was in
And
sync.
what was the company you bought?
Would have heard about that.
MySpace in 2011.
And that
Did
was
Tom
before
come with it?
Facebook, and that was supposed to be kind of popular.
It was.
And Nick Lachey would have been older than who?
Dad's gonna try to think. Dad's gonna try to pretend he knows
This is-
fucking
this is
90s
the
boy
one.
band guys.
This is the
yeah,
question.
this is the question Dad's gonna excel at. 90s boy
All right,
bands.
wait a minute,
that
wait a
dealt
minute.
in-
I'm just thinking business. I'm not thinking
It has
about
to be
singing.
AJ McLean.
I'm going age only.
So AJ McLean probably the oldest. I would say Nick Lachey probably second oldest. I don't know who the fuck Sean Stockman
I
is, so
want
I
to know
can't
who
say.
this guy is.
And then Justin Timberlake. I mean,
Yeah, he's
of
too
Insane.
young. He'd have been
AJ.
too young.
AJ McLean.
No, the Nick Lachey, right?
Justin bought
Did he really buy
it.
it?
Yep, Justin bought it, and then it pretty much shut down. No, Justin Timberlake. JT.
Timberlake.
Oh.
Yeah, just in time. Come on. Anyway, guys, they don't always work out very well for Mike, but sometimes they work out well for the show. And Ryan got to participate a little bit. We all got to have some fun. This is another episode of Mike Wants to Be a Bre'llionaire.
Thanks for watching, folks.
Of course, we're going to be back with more. They Call Us the Breeze, episode 78. So don't go anywhere, guys. Make sure you tell your friends. For every one of you out there that's listening, there's 1,000 of you that aren't. And now a word from our sponsors. Good night, everybody. We'll be right back after about 10 minutes of shooting darts.
And brought to you by a close shave every time.
That's right. Close shave for you and your family, and your cat, and your dog, and whatever else you shave. Minutes off a clock, whatever. Anyway, we're out of here. Bye-bye, guys.
See you.
Straight from the Melbourne album.
It's a good group.
It's a good group.
Good
It's a great
group.
Great group. Yeah, I can't wait to do. I can't wait to get back into the fucking
Melbourne,
recording.
Florida?
Once we get in this house, man, we're gonna fucking convert that second bedroom into a studio. We're gonna get the drums.
God, I
we're gonna get
cannot
the
wait.
amp. We're gonna get everything hooked up.
I just need to ring out a nice fucking just.
Dad, can you
crunch,
can you
dude.
imagine a world? And I feel bad for this
In a
world.
world.
I feel bad for this world. But can you imagine a world where every time you and me and Ryan get together to jam, it's just on tape? the tapes are just rolling.
I'm praying. I'm praying.
Can you imagine such a terrible world? But anyway, guys, hey, welcome back to episode 78 of They Call Us the Breeze. That is Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra, live
They're
from
not just playing
the
music.
Tiger Cage. Yeah, no, exactly.
Everything we say.
Yeah, exactly. We have a very good friend of the show holding the line. He's had some concerns here recently. It's been a while since we've talked to him. We've had some heat with it. When the Dahmer thing came out, his apartment complex, they started kind of looking to him and kind of judging him and starting to, because he keeps weird hours, and he's a chemical engineer. He's America's favorite chemical engineer, if I may say so.
Yeah,
and
not only that, but champion of
the Nightman,
the Breeze karaoke.
Oh no, yeah, champion. World champion of the Breeze karaoke. Crosley's karaoke. Let's get it straight before he calls in. Crosley's karaoke bracket, and he won that thing with flying colors, and that album should be out sooner than later. But so he's had some trouble lately because as we last left off with Mr. Wally Burns, he was going through the Dahmer thing. So Honeymooners was nice enough to let him sleep in the back for a little while, just till the commotion died down in his apartment building. And
it's been a while.
Well, people started the witch hunt, so he had to get out from that. And then he was living in the back of Honeymooners for a little while. And then we talked to him again, and he said he was back at the apartment and everything was fine. And he'd been dating a lovely new lady, and apparently she and him were getting along quite well. That was basically the last we talked to him. And God, that was probably like 2 months ago.
I was going to say, probably 2 or 3 months.
2 or 3 months ago, something like that. But he's been patiently holding the line, so we're definitely going to get him on here. And Wally, are you there, bud? Wally.
Yeah. Hey, Wally.
Hey, man, what's going on?
Hey, Wally, how you doing?
I'm doing good, Mike. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Good over there,
how you been holding up?
Everything's good, buddy. How are you?
Everything's good, Mike. The Breeze. I gotta tell you, I love always talking to you guys.
We love every time you come on the show, Wally. We definitely appreciate your patronage. We appreciate all your updates whenever you're in Honeymooners. How's Honeymooners going tonight? How's the scene up there?
Oh, it's going. We got some Wally headbangers going. That's for sure.
That's right. I remember that. Yeah.
Oh, it's kind of like a staple drink now, especially after I won that karaoke.
Are you part of an owner or something?
No, I'm not part of an
He's more of like a figurehead for the bar.
I would love to be one day, but
he's more of a mascot, I believe, probably at this point. Yeah.
So you get a little per diem per drink.
I get 3 beers every once in a while.
That's good enough for me. Right. Hey, that's good enough for me, man.
Yeah.
So you've been holding the line, man, very patiently.
Well, I wanted to call you guys because things have been kind of heating up a little bit.
Okay. All right.
And I was in a good way.
Okay, so last we talked to you, Wally, you've been dating a nice girl. You're back in your apartment. Everything's kind of calming down with the whole Dahmer witch hunt thing. You've been hanging out there, right? You've been dating a nice girl. What's the girl's name?
Her name's Lowen.
What?
Warren?
Lowen.
Like Lindsay Lohan.
Lowen. L-A-U-R-E-N.
Lowen. Lauren. So Lauren. Okay, Lauren.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're dating a nice.
Too many Wally headbangers tonight.
And sorry. Is she? So Lauren, is she around the same age as you, Wally, approximately?
She's a little younger, but not by too much.
Not enough to be concerned.
Yeah, 4 years.
Yeah.
4 years.
That's not bad.
4 years my junior.
Okay, 4 years your junior, and things have been heating up, as you say. I mean, obviously, you guys have probably, hung out.
It's been great. I mean, I know. Look, I'm a chemical engineer, and I know.
Yeah, we know that.
I know things like are very finite in life. So I'm trying to take things day by day. Really is what I'm trying to do. But she really makes me happy, and I feel like it's kind of that time for maybe we take that next step. Well, I give it the key, maybe. I don't know, but I wanted to kind of get you guys' take on it because you guys kind of are my boys, really. I mean, the boys are my boys, so I wanted to understand what I. Yeah.
What you need? That's a good.
That's cool.
What your next? You want to know what the next step is because you really like this girl, Lauren, right? You really like Lauren, and Lauren, I'm guessing she has an apartment. Lauren has an apartment of her own, I'm assuming.
Yeah, well, right down by
Well, don't say where she lives, but yeah.
I'm not gonna say where she lives, but.
So Lauren has an apartment. You have an apartment, and I mean, with the price of rent these days, you guys might, and you live in a 1-1, and she lives in a 1-1. You guys might just be able to get like a 2-1. Just in case, you want to have your separation or whatever, but you might save a lot of money in the long run. So that's a good point.
Yeah.
That's one piece of advice. I mean, I'm coming off but I can't really speak too much onto it because I live alone, just with Benny. Dad is married, has been married and has a house. I think Ryan's probably the only one that might be able to kind of give you a little bit of insight because he currently lives with Danielle.
Yeah, I live with Danielle, and before COVID, that's kind of when we started to move in
a tough
with
time,
one another
Wally.
too.
COVID was because I had some girls over during COVID. I had some girls over.
All right, buddy.
I did what I had to do. And
don't show
the love.
But
if Lauren's out there listening, you might not want to.
Spread the love, brother. Spread the love.
Lauren and I we're very comfortable with each other.
That's good. That's
and
very
I think
important.
That's another
very
thing
important.
because if you need comfortability to be with each other,
absolutely.
Move into each other. So
that is it. Yeah, trust and being comfortable with each other's past. That's a good thing.
I have a couple.
Okay, so I mean,
I'm kind of worried about not so much financial stuff, and not so much, what happens when I don't know, I'm new at it, but what happens when she starts to mess with your stuff. And I don't know. It's what do you?
Well, okay. Before we get into
chemicals and stuff.
Before we get,
what?
No, listen. I have some paranoias and fears about even just random strange women sleeping over for the night because you never know what they're going to get into and what they're going to do. But before we get into that aspect of it, basically the point is, you guys love each other.
Right.
What's working right now is the fact that you guys, you can spend the night at each other's houses if you want, but you have separate quarters. And I'm just going to play a little devil's advocate here for the opposite side. Sometimes moving in with someone can kind of just ruin the entire thing. Now, I don't know of a whole lot of couples that have been together long term that don't end up together eventually living under the same roof, but I'm at my point in my life, and this is the only advice I can give to you, is just consider all your options, consider how much your alone time is important to you. Do you have a cat or a dog? I never.
I do have a dog. He's a big dog. His name he's a black lab. Great guy.
Oh, Murphy.
He's a Murphy. He's a big boy. But I have a dog, and that's another thing. Go ahead.
Yeah. So I mean, it's just things to consider. You're happy. You and Murphy hang out. You guys hang out.
Right.
You take him for walks. You do your thing. You get to see Lauren. Maybe once, twice, 3 times a lady.
Yeah.
If you know what I'm saying.
3 times a lady. I was going to try to do that for the final, anyways. But no. I think this one's different. I really think
this one feels a little different.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's you guys know, you in St. Petersburg with Darwin. It's when you go look at a Darwin painting and it just speaks to you. This
Darwin
painting, go and Darwin paint the Salvador Dali.
Salvador Dali. Okay, gotcha.
And it speaks to you.
Okay.
Lauren speaks to me.
Okay.
And I think this one is different, Remy. I really do.
Okay, so just for our listeners out there, like a Salvador Dali painting, Lauren speaks to him. Okay, go on. I'm sorry if I insulted you. I wasn't trying to. I was just trying to translate.
I had a few Wally headbangers. I know.
I was just trying to.
That was hard for him to explain.
No, Wally, I apologize. I was just trying to explain to our listeners out there. I was trying to give them, a translation, if you will, on exactly.
No, I understand. It's okay.
It's just sometimes with your voice, it's a little hard for them to hear.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
I understand.
And then we have good ear pods, and I just missed that too.
Yeah. So I guess my advice would be if you like the girl, maybe
love.
If you, maybe love.
Who knows? I don't know.
So if you love this girl a lot, and do you see yourself spending the rest of your life potentially with this girl?
With this girl, I see nothing but beautiful future with her.
Well,
absolutely.
Then I would say, Dad, I would say probably go for it, right, Wally? I mean, I would say Wally should probably go for it.
I would tell you that.
Now, who's
how much time have you spent with her? Months wise,
I'm sure they've had lockers in each other's houses for a couple months.
We've had top drawers. Yeah, we had our top. We have our top drawers.
Guys, hold on. Yeah, there
Dad,
you go.
So here he's just telling us.
If you guys are getting along really well,
Wally has a top drawer in her dresser, and she has a top drawer in his dresser. That's a good sign. Does she have a toothbrush at your house?
Well, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, she has a toothbrush in my house.
I'm sure both. But
I have a toothbrush at her house too. I mean, that's what I'm saying.
Hey,
what's the point of it?
Would you rather hang out with anybody else but her?
I want to spend every day with her.
Okay.
Every day.
That's promising.
You know what? If there's a big snowstorm, or if there's an earthquake, or if there's a flood, wherever I'm at, I want to be with her 100%.
You're totally willing to get locked in with her. Okay,
well then you would be good, because I mean, I don't want to.
I would say, listen. Here's my advice. Here's my final advice to you, Wally. You listening, buddy?
Yeah, what I mean?
Okay, my final advice to you is go ahead and move in. Don't do it in either of your apartment. Wait till your leases are up, or if somebody has to break a 2-month lease, not too expensive. Find a new house together, or a new apartment, I should say, if you're going to continue renting. The two of you go into a new adventure together. That way, one of you isn't just living at the other one's apartment where you might have had some Tinder accounts, or I don't know if you've gotten. I mean, you said you've spent a little time in the sheets, while you were single. So
clean slate, right?
You want a fresh, clean slate. This is something that you both get to decorate together. You both get to pick out the place. That's always the fun part. You both are on the lease. You both submit your income. You're both doing something together. It feels like even more of the next step. You know what I'm saying? So you're getting out there and you're doing this together. It's your place, and then you move from there. And then, as we get down the road, we can talk about how is living together going. Then you can start thinking about marriage, the babies, and and so on and so forth.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I don't mean to get.
I know. I'm just getting excited because I know.
Pressure.
I wanted her to move in like yesterday, and the fact
Did you just call her a hoe?
No.
He wanted her.
Ho.
Her.
Okay.
I want her to move in there yesterday, and.
Okay, so like yesterday, you're already ready for it.
Yeah, I'm ready for it, and I'm ready to take that next step. So.
All right, well that sounds really good, man. All I gotta ask is who's gonna do the dishes.
That's a really good question. I'm not so much of a cook myself, so I'll probably end up doing the dishes. And I have a very, very good chemical compound that I have mixed together in my kitchen.
Well,
and this thing gets gunk or any kind of grease off of any kind of pan in like 5-10 seconds with me. It is amazing. So I'll be doing the dishes. I love doing dishes with
chemicals. And then you'll be doing it sounds like to me you've already signed up to do an infomercial on the side.
Yeah, I was just about to say, you're not allowed to sell product on the show.
I'm not
selling
product.
We talked about this.
Yeah, let me. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, you can cut me and Dad in and Ryan in, right, Ryan?
He can cut us.
Actually, that sounds amazing. Grease. What kind of product is it?
I can't tell you
cuts grease.
Too much right now, Ryan. But I know you're chuckling. There's blood in the water. You shock.
I see it right now. I see it right now. They call us the grease.
Remy, I think you're onto something. What do you think, Wally? Do you think they...
I'm not. I gotta go, guys. I'm gonna keep these.
What happened to
Wally?
All right, Wally. Good enough,
we'll
man.
Talk about later.
Wally, we appreciate you calling in. Hopefully, we got you.
Thanks for the advice, guys.
I was just about to say, I hope you got the advice you needed, man. We love you very much.
You sound more cheerful than when you first came on.
If you see Flannery or Crosley or Brenda out there tonight, I'm sure all three of them are there. Say hi to us.
Outside right now, we're passing a hacky sack or something.
Oh, that sounds crazy.
That is.
Well, tell them we send our love.
That sounds like a New Jersey
We'll catch
thing.
up with you soon, okay, bud?
All right. Later, guys. Love you.
All right, we love you too, Wally.
Love you too, Wally. Have fun.
Oh, that was Wally Burns, man. Always love having that guy on. Sounds like things are getting pretty.
Sounds like they're up there. What's her name's up there?
Yeah, I can't wait to see how this kind of
honeymooners big party up there.
Hopefully if they're starting to search for new apartments, they're going to be very shocked at the sticker prices of some of these places. But
he sounds like he's doing good with all things considering.
Yeah,
I mean, with the Dahmer.
Yeah, the witch hunt is over. Yeah. Well, it's always nice to hear from him.
Out of honeymooners.
And it's always nice to hear from you guys. So make sure you write in. Make sure you comment on the pages. Make sure you go out and subscribe to Tiger Cage Media on YouTube. This is episode 78 of They Call Us a Breeze. That's Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra. We hope you guys had as much fun as we had. I mean, I really did tonight. And like I said, just kind of keep tuned for all you live listeners out there, because we don't exactly know what the schedule's going to be like. But next week might be 2:30 p.m. So best way, subscribe Tiger Cage Media on YouTube. Go to your phone, turn on the notifications for the YouTube app. That way when the Breeze come on live, it pops down on your little phone while you're texting or you're looking at all your memes, and it says the Breeze are live right now, and then you go right to it. Okay? That's the best we can do. We can't promise an
If you're paying attention to your Wawa rewards, just pay attention to us.
Yeah, you're looking at your McDonald's points, and you're like, oh, I know exactly how many McDonald's points and how many Subway points and how many Wawa rewards I have and 7-Eleven rewards. You should know when the Breeze are coming on. Come on. It's 2023.
I agree.
Let's go.
I agree.
We should start a reward program.
We should. Guys, thank you so much for listening out there. We hope you had a great time. We'll see you next week for episode 79. Don't go anywhere. Probably early, 2:30 p.m.
Bright.
I'm going to say.
Bright and early.
Dad, what do you say, man? Let's get out of here.
See you next week.
All right. Good night,
Please
everybody.
tune in.
Right,
See ya.
Brian?
Yeah.
We'll see you
Take
guys.
care.
Goodbye. We love you. Bye-bye.